speak to you about the necessity of wisdom this morning, part 1. The wisdom of God is so pivotal to the success of any man on earth. Wisdom produces champions. Foolishness produces losers. TYC. Take your choice. You can choose to be losers. You can choose to be champions. When you go for wisdom, you are making a choice to be champions. But if you sit down in foolishness and mediocrity, you are also making a choice to be losers. The necessity of wisdom. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. That's the anchor scripture for the month. God keeps your day stable and secure. So the security of your day, your month, your year, or your destiny lies in wisdom. Salvation, wisdom, knowledge in surplus. Best of all, Zion's treasure. That's wealth. We're going to talk about that next week. And the fear of God. All these things are products of divine wisdom. It brings stability to the life and the destiny of a man, helping him or her to lead and leave legacies. I was challenging my spiritual children on Wednesday that don't live for now, live forever. And that takes wisdom. To be able to live forever, it takes what? Wisdom. There are those who are only living for today, and by the time they are gone, everything is gone. No wisdom. When wisdom is at work, you do work that can never die. When foolishness is at work, you die, and everything dies with you. For legacies, you need the wisdom of God. Number 2, Ephesians chapter 3, verse 10. For you to walk in dominion over the forces of darkness, you need the wisdom of God. To the intent that now unto the principalities and powers in heavenly places might be known by the church the manifold wisdom of God. Without the many-sided wisdom of God, attack is coming from left, right, and center. How can you dodge? How can you dodge? So your dominion is guaranteed by the multi-sided, complicated wisdom of God at work in your life. You are going out in the morning, you don't know the plans of the enemy. But when you key yourself to the wisdom of God, it tells you what are the plans of the enemy so you can escape. It's like the story of a man who has one daughter. And many people wanted to marry this daughter because the man happened to be rich. So he called the 4 men and said to them, do you love my daughter? All of them said yes. He said, well, follow me. He took them to a pond, a lake, vested with crocodiles, and said, any one of you that can swim from this point across to the other side, that's the husband of my wife. The first person said, excuse me, I don't love you. I'm sorry. Another one says, I'm thinking about my life. So 2 of them left, but the other 2 people, they said, yes, we confirm we love your wife, your daughter, and we want to marry your daughter. Then he said, who will go first? And one said, I will go first. Then he said to the second one, said, why don't you go first? He said, no, let him go. By that, the man knew that second one wanted to use that first one to test. But he didn't say anything. He said, okay, since you are ready to marry my daughter, enter. Not knowing that those crocodiles were not real crocodiles. They were plastic crocodiles. And by that boy venturing into that lake and swimming to the other side and coming over, the one who says, let him go first, now said, why did they not attack him? And the man said, I've used wisdom to prove who actually loved my daughter, because he was ready to die for my daughter. Without the wisdom of God, there are many issues in life you can't escape. But with the manifold wisdom of God, you can handle every situation as they come. So when you want to go out in the morning, Father, I need your wisdom for today. Whichever direction the devil is coming, give me the wisdom to silence the adversary. You need wisdom to speak to your clients. You need wisdom to speak to your spouse. You need wisdom in everything. For dominion over forces of darkness, you need wisdom. There are homes that have been destroyed just because of foolishness from the mouth of the wife. Your husband asks you a question, you answer with another question. Who put this thing here? Don't you have eyes? Who put something here? And the answer, don't you have eyes? Some homes have been broken because of the foolishness of the woman. Some women have pushed their husband to the hands of strange women by making the home very hot, very difficult for the man. And there's somebody who's ready to give a pepper soup, especially goat head. And he will make the goat out of the husband. The husband will become a goat because he's taking goat head pepper soup. That's why the Bible says a wise woman keeps her home. The foolish one uses her own hands. Not anybody's hand, but use her own hands to destroy the home. You need the wisdom of God. This is the second reason why you need the wisdom of God. To do curious work, to do exploit, you need the wisdom of God. To live in dominion over the forces of darkness, you need the wisdom of God. Number 3, Job 32 verse 8. Without the wisdom of God, your life will be stale. Without the wisdom of God, your life will be ordinary. For creativity and innovation, you need the wisdom of God. But there is a spirit in man. The inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. It's possible. Show me in Amplified. Do you have Amplified? Show me. This is the one. He said, but there is a vital force in every man. Vital. Necessary. Important force. He's called it vital force. And it says that vital force in every man is called the spirit of intelligence. That the breath of the Almighty God give man understanding to do extraordinary things. To create what is not in existence. To bring to bear what is not in existence at all. Creativity and innovation is in the realm of wisdom. It's not in the realm of strength. For by strength shall no man prevail. There's a vital force in every man, the spirit of supernatural intelligence that makes you to know what others do not know, to do what others cannot do, and what yourself cannot do. It's just a vital force. It is God that worketh in us both to will and to do of his good pleasure. So creativity, innovation, they are products of divine wisdom. That's why you need the wisdom of God. City is a vital force. If that force is not there, your strength can't do it. Can my strength do what is happening here? No. It's the vital force, the spirit of supernatural intelligence. Number 4, necessity of wisdom. For enthronement and leadership, there's need for wisdom. Proverbs chapter 8, verses 11 and 12. And then we read from verse 15 to 18. Proverbs chapter 8, 11 and 12. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired not to be compared to it, the superiority of divine wisdom. And wisdom say, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and find that knowledge of witty inventions. I dwell only with those who are prudent. That's to show you that if you are wasteful, you are foolish. In this part of the world, we live extravagantly when we have nothing. Why? Because we want to show people we have what we don't have. Wisdom is with those who are prudent. Foolishness is with those who are wasteful. Let's go to verse 15 to 18. Talking about wisdom again in leadership. It says, by me kings reign. Mommy has prayed for those in government today. I know they are watching us from the national to the state. What you people need is wisdom. Because no matter how politically, your political expertise, without the wisdom of God, you still come to zero. It said, by me kings reign by wisdom, and princes decree justice. By me princes rule and nobles, even all the judges of the heart. There is no leadership without wisdom. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early will find me. Riches and honor are with me. Yea, durable riches and righteousness. I'm going to talk more about this next week. There's a wealth that no human being can stop its flow in your direction. That's the wealth that emanates from the wisdom of God. They will be hating you like this, and they still be blessing you because you are wise. Wisdom will help you to position things in certain ways that effortlessly your heavens will be open. Imagine the children of Israel in the midst of famine in Egypt. They kept increasing. They kept multiplying. What? Famine everywhere, and yet they kept flourishing in the midst of it. Wisdom of God at work. With the wisdom of God, you can live anywhere in the world and still flourish. Here this, if a person lacks wisdom in Africa and now relocates to America, that doesn't change his life. Doesn't change his situation. The way God dealt with me many years ago in UK. We went for a program in UK, and I was inside on that grand train, and I heard that voice. What are you doing here? I said, I'm in UK. That's what I'm saying. I sent you here. But what are you doing under the hole? I said, they told me that is how they do here. Then they asked me, he went on to me, said, is that what I told you? And the voice is so majestic. A crocodile in Nigeria cannot solely become a lizard because it's in UK. Wisdom is global. It's constant. So also is wealth. I told one British man that was driving us some years ago, I said, our parents used to drive you people, but with the wisdom of God, we have reversed the issue. You are the one driving us. When wisdom is in place, you reverse issues. Nothing is right because it's white. Only things that are right is because those things are God. Nothing's of God, it can't be right. May God give you understanding. The necessity of wisdom. Number 5, Proverbs chapter 8, 27 to 31. If you want to be a custodian of the presence of God, you have to go for wisdom. God cannot stick a fool. He can't stick a fool. He cannot. You can't be close to God and be foolish. When he prepared the heaven, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, I was there. When he established the cloud above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, we were there together. When he gave to the sea his decree, that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundation of the earth, we were there together. Then I was by him, as one brought up with him. I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. Can you say, if you are not wise, God cannot be close to you. God cannot be close to a fool. He wants the fool to become wise so that they can be one together. When a person lacks the presence of God, it's because of foolishness. If you carry the presence of God, you will always be close to God. Number 6, necessity of wisdom. 1 Kings chapter 3, from verse 9 to 12. You gain direction. Give therefore your servant an understanding how to judge your people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge these thy great people? Verse 10. And the speech please the Lord. When you ask for direction, you always please, because that's wisdom. That's the way to go. Some of us just stand up and start doing things without getting direction right. The speech please the Lord. Then the next verse. And God said to him, because you have asked this thing, and you have not asked for yourself long life, because inside wisdom is long life. Neither as you, in the evening we'll come to that. Neither as you ask riches for yourself, in the evening we'll come to that. Inside wisdom is riches. Even the life of your enemy, dominion over your enemies is in wisdom. But you have asked for yourself, understand, to discern judgment. Verse 12. God now said, behold, I have done according to your words. And lo, I have given you a wise and understanding heart, so that there shall be none like unto thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto you. Wisdom, direction, and revelation attached to the wisdom of God. Wisdom to manage people. Wisdom to manage money. This is the principle. Many people today are groping in darkness because they have not asked for the way. You ask God for the way, He will show you the way. You can't afford to live your life on assumptions, but on revelations and direction. The necessity of wisdom. Number 7, wealth and financial abundance is tied to divine wisdom. That is why you must go for wisdom and stop complaining that Nigeria is hard. Things are hard. It's only the part of the transgressor that is hard. The Bible says in the time of Solomon, gold was like sand on the street. Where you have plenty wisdom and there is no waste, there will be plenty money. But if there's foolishness and waste, there will be lack. Nigeria has no reason to be borrowing. That is causing us to be borrowing. It's waste. We have more than enough. Intellectual wisdom is there in the life of every Nigerian. Anywhere you see Nigeria students, anywhere in the world, they are always the best. That means our IQ is very, very high. Business acumen, Imagine the wealthiest man in Africa is a Nigerian and is from the poorest part of Nigeria. What a contradiction. And his companies are not founded where he came from, because he knows if he should go and find it there, one day they can just get angry and burn everything. But they are religious fanatics. To be carrier of gold and silver, wisdom is the way to go. 1 Kings chapter 10, from verse 4 to 10. And when the queen of Sheba has seen all Solomon's wisdom and the house that he has built. So, the Bible says by wisdom is the house built. There are some people, what are passed through their hands, they can build 3-story building, but they don't have a plot of land. Because you don't build by money, you build by wisdom. So the queen of Sheba saw the meat of his table, the way the servant comport themselves, the attendance of his ministers, and the way they dress. Wealthy people don't dress anyhow. All these naked clothes you wear is a sign of poverty. The less it covers, the better. That's for those people that have insanity. She saw their apparel. Joseph, dress properly. It's a sign of wisdom. Whenever you see people dressing anyhow, it's a sign of foolishness. In my village, they talk about different categories of madness. There are some people you will never know they are mad till they talk. By the time they talk, you know that as seen also or on the back and look, something is wrong with this person. They call it my mother tongue, Willy Tutu. That is cold madness. There are some people, once you sight them coming, you will see that something is wrong. Because you will wear green over yellow and purple. You will just know that something is wrong with this man or woman that's coming. Is that they overdress or they are underdressed. He saw the apparel, saw the comportment. That's wisdom. You'll be addressed the way you dress. There's this woman in our village who was the first person to travel abroad. The parents gathered money. She traveled to London. And we are told that so and so person has gone to London. Anytime we see any plane passing through the village, we'll be asking please greet so and so person, whether it's going to where he is or not. It's just as we see any plane. When you get there, greet as though they are hearing what we are saying. Those are children. This woman came back from abroad. Sick. You will never know she's sick until she speaks. She speaks good English, but speak nonsense. I will tell you that story some other time. These people are distracted. Let's go to the next verse of that passage. So she said to the king, it was a true report that I had in my own land of their acts and of their wisdom. Verse 7. Howbeit, I believe not the words that I heard till I came. And my eyes have seen it. See, you can't be wise and people can see it. They say, I'm wise, so it's only that you cannot see it. No. If you are wise, it shall be seen that you are wise. When you are a fool too, it shall be seen that you are fool, because the result around you will show foolishness, or the result around you will show wisdom. And he said, behold, half of was not told me. Thy wisdom and thy prosperity. Anywhere you see wisdom, you will see prosperity. Exceeded the fame which I had. Go to verse 8 to 10. Verse 8, 9, 10. And then she began to talk. Happy are your men. Happy are these your servants that stand continually before thee and that hear your wisdom. These people are blessed to even be around you. Verse 9. Blessed be the Lord thy God, which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord loveth Israel forever. Therefore made he thee king, to do judgment and justice. And then verse 10. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, of spices, very great store, precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as this which the queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. Wisdom also always attract more wealth. My mentor told me, he said, manage the small in your hand, and the small in your hand will grow big. Manage the small in your hand. Many people lack managerial ability of little, and that's why they don't access much. Manage the little in your hands. Manage it well. If you want it to grow big, nothing grows big without management. Colossians chapter 2, verse 3. I saw this. Let me show you this.